Taped from New Jersey, it's the SNL Nerds, the show where two comics from New Jersey nerd out about Saturday Night Live. I'm your co-host, Darren Patterson.
And I'm your co-host, John Trumbull.
John Trumbull, how are you, sir? It's September, we made it! Hooray! Huzzah!
Yeah, we're piping up the Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll lead into the Green Day Wake Me When September Ends, which we will play at the end of the month. So see how it goes? It's all September songs.
Yeah. You know, I remember years ago, I think it was, I guess it was on October 1st. I made, like, as a joke on my Facebook status, I was like, oh, it's October now. Somebody wake up Billie Joe Armstrong. And one of my Facebook friends was like, dude, that song's about this person dying and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, it's a freaking joke. Cool your jets.
Do people not understand jokes anymore? Is it all?
I don't know. I was like, I'm not making a joke about the person dying. I've never heard the backstory that was about a person dying. Nothing in my joke was about it, but somehow the song "Wake Me When September Ends" is sacrosanct.
Yeah, no, it's like you weren't making fun of.
Yeah,
sacrosanct. All right, using big words. All right.
Yeah, I don't big words that I don't entirely know how to pronounce. Apparently. So.
All right, SAT words. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you weren't making fun of what the song was about. The subject matter it was just a quick little goofy joke, and somebody has to be a wet blanket and be like, "Well, actually." That's about a suicide attempt.
See, that's the thing that always gets me is like people are good with jokes until you hit on their thing.
Yeah,
something that like hits on something for them personally, whatever it is. You know, it's like, oh, I have a left-handed person in my family. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's like the same way these, anti-woke people, these comics are like, they're like, oh, you can't make jokes anymore about, what you call it, like, minorities or women or whatever. But then as soon as you make a joke about, the armed forces or Joe Rogan, they'll be like, oh, why are you attacking him?
That's over the line.
That's over the line.
It's because everybody's got their sacred cows, and then when you hit on their sacred cow, it's just like,
stay away from my cow.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
Hands off my cow.
Anyway, you mentioning that song, it just immediately reminded me of that. So now, like, I have this association in this card of like one of my Facebook friends going ape shit on me for a dumb joke, and it was like, it just keep scrolling.
Yeah, like you don't have to, stand up for everything you see as a slight or an injustice. Sometimes you gotta read into what people write on the internet and be like, all right, well, is this them? Like, am I reading too much into it? Are they actually trying to belittle what this is about, or is this a silly joke they made off the cuff?
Yeah, or are they misunderstanding it, or are they actually angry about something else, and this is easier for them to rant about? I'm getting very serious right up the top, but it's
wow, shit got real, man.
Yeah,
it's getting real.
Yeah. So and anyway, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for like my opinions on this SNL podcast. We've got news to report. So we found out a little more about the cast departures. Yet another writer has departed from SNL, and they have announced 5 new cast members. Do I have everything there?
You have. So the writer was Stephen Castillo, who's been on for a bit. I believe he's one of the brain children behind Tiny Horse.
Yes.
On the Timothy Chalamet. He announced on Instagram that he was leaving the show. He moved to LA. I think he's like crashing on Melissa Villaseñor's couch or something.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. I was reading about this. I believe I was on Late Nighter, and he written for the show before. I think around season 43 he came on. He was on for a few years, left before, then came back season 49 because he said he wanted to be part of the 50th, and now he's leaving again.
Yeah. So I think he said in his IG post, like, this wasn't supposed to be a long-term thing. I think he just wanted to be there just for the 50th. What a way to get to secure yourself a party invite to get to that 50th anniversary. He's playing the long game.
I mean, I get it. If I had a tenure as a writer at SNL and I didn't leave under a cloud or anything, I would want to call the show up and say like, hey, can I come back for the 50th just so I can say I was part of the 50th? I get that. There's a cachet to that, sure.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. It's some nice little clout.
Yeah, sure. So no shade whatsoever. I would probably do the same thing in their shoes.
Here. So. And and so we got a whole heap of new cast members too. Here. So joining the cast will be Tommy Brennan, Jeremy Culhane,
yes,
Cam Patterson, no relation,
right?
At least
good to know.
At least some that I know of. Like I
was like, hey, did Darren join the cast?
Like, I'm going by Cam now, Jim.
Right. Okay.
And Veronica Slowakowska.
Yes.
So there's also a name that's familiar to many, Mr. Ben Marshall.
Ben Marshall from Please Don't Destroy, yes. Which was rumored last week, but was confirmed this week because we got the official SNL announcement where they're like, welcome to the cast, and list their names, and they got a little video and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess with the Ben Marshall, we should talk about a little bit, just because that comes with another set of news that was released. And that is Please Don't Destroy in its SNL form is no longer.
They're kind of going their own ways, but they're still together. They're still going to work on projects together, just not have short films on the show anymore.
Yeah. I think Ben Marshall said on Instagram, like, the band is still together. We'll still like do stuff, put out videos and tour. But as far as SNL goes, Ben is going to be a cast member. Martin will stay on SNL as a writer. Right. And John Higgins is leaving the show entirely.
Yeah, to pursue other opportunities like in the acting world and stuff. Yes. So, they're going their own. They're each doing like, it's like every possible option. It's like, stay on a writer, graduate to cast member, leave the show altogether. So they're all covered.
Yes, they covered all their bases.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about this? No more PDD.
Wow. I'm going to miss the films, but then I was already missing the films last season because they were cut down to like just only 7 over the course of the season. So,
I mean, it is a bit of a bummer because like you said, last season they didn't get on as much, but I mean, when they do get on, they're more times than not, their sketches do hit, and people really enjoy them, and really, I was actually kind of surprised that like they're not coming back with more videos, because like that seemed to be one of the things that SNL could rely on to be a bit of a hit with their audiences.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if chess master Lorne Michaels tries to find some other venue for having like the regular videos, the pre-tape videos on the show, because. Like I think that's kind of an expected part of the show ever since at least the Lonely Island days, if not going back to, they've always been pre-tapes on the show, but
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a bummer. I do enjoy their pre-tapes. I do enjoy their banter and camaraderie. So it'll kind of suck to see them kind of go this route. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe all 3 of them will appear again on SNL, maybe like a one-off here or there and stuff like that. But
I mean, who knows? Maybe John will end up in some huge hit comedy and he'll come back to host. I mean, we've seen that happen.
Hey, now you're cooking. Yeah. Also Ben Marshall's actually been doing pretty well as far as his acting going. I know he was in an episode of Poker Face recently. Yes. He's been in a number of commercials, so he is trying to kind of do more and more acting stuff and getting his kind of name out there.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see him in live sketches. We haven't seen a whole lot of that from him. So, I mean, the other 4 people, they're all unknown to me, as they often are when they announce the new cast members. And I don't know. I've never been a person who's like, the new cast members, let me do a deep dive on the internet and research everything all about them or watch clips. I usually just like watching them on the show and just getting to know them that way.
Yeah, no,
So, I mean,
that's
what about
usually.
you?
I sometimes like to do a little bit of background info just to see
Hmm.
what I'm getting into. But yeah, for
Yeah,
the most part, finding out their background and stuff can maybe give you a little bit more hope that they'll meld well with the cast. But you don't really know until you see them live to see if they have the it factor that pops
exactly.
on the screen.
And it's also, I mean, dependent on what opportunities they get on the show. I mean, you can't really gauge somebody's comedy chops from watching them play a waiter in, with one
Yeah.
line in a sketch.
I mean, I can give you a little background on each of them. So
Okay, yeah.
Tommy Brennan, he's a stand-up comic. He was a new face of comedy at Just for Laughs in 2023. He was on Fallon. And Jeremy
On
Colhane
Fallon's show,
on Fallon's show. Yeah, he wasn't
not
standing
like
on.
physically on top of Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I got Tommy Brennan on me. That's great.
yeah. I'm giving him a piggyback ride.
That's great.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, it's so amazing. Oh my god.
he's so light.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeremy Colhane, he seems to have the most improv background because he's performed in UCB, and
Hmm.
he was a mainstay on Dropout TV, which was used to be known as College Humor. So he's
Oh,
done,
okay.
yeah. So he's done a lot of sketch comedy and whatnot
How
online.
did I miss College Humor changing to Dropout TV?
I think
I
it
either
maybe
forgot about that or that totally went over my head. Wow.
I think it might have happened recently, but yeah,
Okay.
College Humor is now Dropout TV.
That's
Uh,
so weird. Why do companies love rebranding so much?
I think it just gives them something to do. I really do. Like
Yeah.
I think they go into the meeting and it's like, all right, so what do we do to raise revenue and raise our profile? You got any ideas?
Yeah.
And
We could
somebody
change
goes,
our name and everything about us.
great. Oh, you mean
Great. You've earned your paycheck for another week.
I really think that's it. It's like,
I
why would you change a thing that you're most known for?
Yeah.
Because then you have to sort of build up your whole cachet under a whole new name.
Right. Like, I mean, how long has College Humor been around? At least a decade, right?
It's been a minute
So
for sure.
so and like with HBO, we had like HBO Max, and then they went to just Max, and now
Uh,
they're HBO Max again, and
so
it's
stupid.
so stupid. Honestly, I thought it was stupid when Prince did it.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, with
I'll,
Prince is different. I think it was like a contractual thing with his
yes,
label.
we learned like years later that he did that to try and like get out of his current record contract, and I'm like, oh, that's a much more valid and less pretentious reason for you to change your name to an unpronounceable symbol.
Yeah,
Um,
like that I get.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I
yeah,
don't know. Yeah, it's baffling. I don't know why they did this.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, people want to change things too
Ugh.
much. I feel like if you have a known brand, continue on with that brand and hang on to your fan base. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't think we should change the name of this podcast unless we were like legally forced to.
yeah, exactly. Until
Right.
Lorne comes busting down our doors with his
Right.
legal eagles, saying,
Right.
the name of this podcast it needs to change.
Yeah. It displeases me. Um,
It's like,
and
Lorne, how do you know
and
where we live? What the fuck?
yeah, how do you know where we live? I move a lot. Uh,
Lorne, you listen to the podcast? Oh
I
shit.
mean, I'm trying to stay off the grid, and yeah,
Yeah,
but Lorne has people.
yeah.
Uh,
People in the shadows.
yeah.
So
So
Cam Patterson, no relation.
right.
He is a stand-up comedian who's a regular on Kill Tony, which
Hmm.
I'm somewhat familiar with. I know it's kind
I've
of
heard of it as a podcast. I knew that there was a podcast named Kill Tony. I've never listened to it. Apparently, one of the hosts, Tony Hinchcliffe, he did like a Trump rally and referred to Puerto
yeah,
Rico as a garbage dump,
yeah,
and
yeah,
and but Kill Tony is the podcast. They have like a lot of comedians come on. They kind of cycle through, and I think you have to, like when comedians are doing really well, they're killing.
yeah,
So he's if you kill, you're really impressing Tony, and then you become like maybe a semi-regular on the podcast. I think that's the concept of the podcast.
yeah. I think it's basically like an open mic, but it's
Right,
like where you have to make the king chuckle
right.
type of thing. But yeah, I mean, apparently Kill Tony has a huge fan base. It does well. It aired on Netflix. They had a Netflix special.
Uh-huh.
And Cam Patterson's going to be in an upcoming Netflix movie with Kevin Hart and Marcelo Hernandez called 72 Hours.
Okay.
Ben Marshall's in that too. Oh, nice.
Oh, well, neat.
Um, yeah, so
Um,
yeah, he's
and so yeah, so apparently there's like a little controversy attached to this fellow Cam Patterson, no relation. Um, yeah, one of like a friend of the podcast contacted us this week, and they were like, "Oh, isn't this upsetting that it's somebody with a Kill Tony?" And I was like, "Dude, it's Wednesday. I'm not thinking about Saturday Night Live on Wednesday."
yeah.
And also, I'm just, and I totally get where this person was coming from. I'm just not really into getting pre-outraged about stuff. So
Yeah, like I mean, I know it seems like another Shane Gillis type of scenario, which
yeah, I can see that.
I guess, but like I'll wait till like he says something totally maybe incendiary on the show till before I start to get. I don't want to get mad when there's nothing to get mad about. I guess right now,
Yes.
but like I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't listen to Kill Tony, like, but I'm sure
Yeah.
the
I
few
have
things that are
so
on.
little context for this. Like when
Yeah,
he's on the show, I will have context for this and I can judge him for what he does on the show.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I like watching Saturday Night Live and I like talking about comedy. I don't like doing a ton of homework.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm already taking notes as I watch movies and the show to begin with. I don't. This is about the level of homework that I want.
Yeah, I don't want to be angry and ragey all the time. Let's let's wait till he says or does
Yeah,
something. Because like odds are he's probably going to get like a weekend update segment where he gets to introduce himself to the audience, and that's where
exactly.
we get to know his comedy a little bit more and see
Yeah,
what he's about. So let's wait till then before we throw stones, I guess.
yeah. When I went to like when our friend was chatting with us this week, I did like follow a link to a Cracked article. It had like a few clips of his stand up, and I watched those, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, none of those seem particularly funny to me, but I still want to give the guy a fair chance.
Yeah, absolutely. So
So,
let's see what happens there. And yeah, our new lady, Veronica Slowakowska.
ooh, it's a
Sh
lady.
All right. So she's known for viral kind of sketch comedy content she puts out on Instagram and the TikTok.
Okay.
She's been on the TV show, the Netflix show Tires, the Shane Gillis show, and What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah, I'm so familiar with Tires, the Shane Gillis show.
Again, it's another show that has an audience. So
This is something you could have made up 10 seconds ago.
I
I would
swear,
have no freaking idea.
I swear I didn't. Shane Gillis
Yeah. Okay. No, I believe you. I trust you as a person. So I don't think you would do that.
He has a show on Netflix called Tires. It takes place in a tire shop, and he has like other comedians come on, and it's a whole thing.
It sounds fascinating, really. It does.
And also Veronica, the first Canadian to be in the cast since Norm Macdonald in '98.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was a little fact I found out through our good friends at the Saturday Night Network. Like, yeah, the last Canadians to be on the show were Mark McKinney and Norm Macdonald, and we haven't had a Canadian on since then. And Veronica,
for like 30 years. That's wild.
yeah,
That's
yeah, and
wow.
also Veronica, the second Canadian woman to be on the show. Can you name the first, John Trumbull?
Oh,
For,
geez.
for 500 points.
Who's Canadian? Was Gilda Radner Canadian?
No, she's
No,
from
she
Detroit.
wasn't. Lorraine Newman's from L.A.
Yeah,
Jane Curtin's American.
Jane Curtin's
Um,
Jane's from Boston.
right. Okay.
I
Okay.
I can give you a hint if you want.
Yeah. Give me a hint, please.
I'll give you a
Please.
hint. It's not from the Lorne Michael era.
Oh, well, we're talking in Ebersol. Was it Christine Ebersol?
No,
Okay, just give it to me then.
Robin Duke.
Robin Duke. I would not have. I did not know that.
Robin Duke, first Canadian woman to be on SNL. Now Veronica Slowakowska is the second.
Slowakowska. We will learn from Daryl Hammond how to properly pronounce all these names. So
Yeah,
if we're mangling them now, we apologize.
yeah. I'm looking at it now. It's just like a lot of W's and S's and K's. So I'm like,
Slowakowska. I think that's a Polish name.
yes, I believe it's like her
Yeah.
family is from
I
Poland.
think I did read that she was of the Polish persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So those are our new cast members. Like, we'll see what they got. We'll see if they, I don't know, they don't get fired in the first season. I don't know. That's another
or
thing too.
4 days after their hiring was announced. I think it's already been like 4 days. So I think
Yeah,
they're all
exactly.
safe. I think they're past the Shane Gillis window.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the other thing too. Is like, even if they're all really good and they connect with the audience and they prove
Mm-hmm.
themselves, I don't know. The show's kind of proven that they could still go at the drop of a
Three
hat. So,
years from now, Lauren could just be like, these cast members are 3 years old. That displeases me.
yes,
Ooh, shiny new cast members. Ooh, yes, yes.
yeah. So
I like these people that I have not been on my show before. Um,
yes. So I hesitate to get too attached to any of these cast members because it could all go at the
yeah,
drop of a hat. But I don't know.
yeah. It feels
We'll
like a
see.
blind date or something, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know. Like, am I meeting my soulmate, or is this just going to be somebody who becomes an anecdote that I tell other people? um,
Mystery.
Also in the news this week, this was on Late Nighter. Apparently, Heidi Gardner leaving the show not voluntary. Uh,
Huh?
yeah, that's wild to me.
That is wild. I did see that. I mean, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but yeah, I did see
Yeah,
page six.
she has not publicly commented on it at all yet, which
Yeah.
does kind of lead me to think that there's something to that.
Yeah, because
Because
I believe Dana Carvey said on the Fly on the Wall podcast when he was talking to
yeah,
Spade, he mentioned, yeah, I heard that it wasn't her choice to leave.
yeah,
But
which
like,
and honestly didn't occur to me that it wouldn't be her choice to leave, because I was like, oh yeah, she's getting a little burnt out. She's been on for 8 years. It's right after the 50th. That all makes sense for her to be like, yeah, I think I'm done.
yeah, like
And
that's exactly it. Like, I just assumed it was her decision to leave because like all signs pointed to it. But like then I heard
yeah,
this and I was like, is that? Oh no. I don't know. This new season, like the more I hear about it, the more I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. This, it's
I just don't know what to think, because there are so many unknown factors. I mean, also like Michael Che and Colin Jost are both being cryptic about whether they're staying on, and I'm like, really? I would have thought you would both be out, but maybe they're just trying to build anticipation or something. I don't know. I would
yeah.
be very surprised if they're still doing Weekend Update after the show premieres.
Because like I mean it's been a decade and like they've both. I mean they're both still very good at it. They still got the chops. They're probably still on point. But again, it's something we've always said on this
Yeah,
podcast. It's good to leave on a high point
yeah,
rather than just drag it out until people are like, "Oh, you're still here." So like,
yeah,
I feel like
and
they're getting close to that.
I, I think like you ever hear that phrase, "A change is as good as a rest." I feel like
Mm,
it's not a bad time to change things up on Weekend Update. Not that like Weekend Update isn't working. I think for the most part it is.
mm,
And I never would have said that like 9 or 10 years ago, because I hated Colin Jost when he first started. He's
yeah,
really grown on me. Um, and I've loved Che from the jump, and I think they've got a fun chemistry. But yeah, they've literally done Weekend Update longer than anybody else in the show's history. Scarlett Johansson hosted the finale, married to Colin Jost. I don't know if you know that. That's a little
what?
bit of trivia not everybody knows.
When does this
Um,
happen?
yeah, some time ago. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, some
All
time
right.
ago. Yeah,
Break.
she's hosted Saturday Night Live quite a bit,
What?
and
When did
apparently
this?
she got to know Colin Jost in the course of that hosting.
Oh,
And then I think
breaking
she was
news.
eventually like, "Hey, I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Mm. Taking it. Yeah,
I'm going to get married to him." And do they have kids together?
they do. Yeah, I think they.
Okay, they've had their own kids, because I know she has like a kid or two from the previous marriages.
Oh, with Ryan Reynolds or something.
She was married to. I don't think she had any kids with Ryan Reynolds, but she was married to a French dude, and she had a kid with him. Because I remember
Okay.
she was pregnant when she was shooting Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
So that
believe.
is the extent I know about Scarlett Johansson and her kids, which I think is a reasonable amount to know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have a kid together. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Yeah, like I don't know. I really thought they would have been like, yeah, no, we've kind of done it all, so we're out. But
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it could even be a thing where they stay on for like the first three shows of the season. Because, like, I mean, Cecily Strong's last season, she stayed till the Christmas show and then she was gone. So it's not even happening in between seasons anymore. It's the Wild West, man.
No, no laws. Just human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together in mass
Right.
hysteria.
Yes. Yes. So I mean, that's also why I've never really gotten into like trying to predict who's going to be what or who's going to stay and move on. It's I can speculate, but I anything unexpected can happen. I never would have expected Michael Longfellow to be let go.
But still,
Um,
that still breaks my heart. Ugh.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
yeah, so those are our thoughts on the new cast. We'll see what happens. I'm a little cautious about this new season, but maybe it'll turn out all right. Eh, we'll see.
I mean, Lawrence kept the show going for 45 of its 50 years. I'd say he generally knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's made some missteps here and there, but
Okay.
I don't think it's all going to burn down this season.
No,
So,
we'll see what happens, but
yeah.
well, maybe if it does all burn down, we can stop and smell the roses.
Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you
Ha!
did there. Speaking of conflagration,
Segway King.
yeah, we just saw the new movie The Roses starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman, or maybe it's Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch. I can't remember which one got top billing.
Mm.
Um, and then it also stars at Andy Samberg and Kate McKinnon.
Yes, our SNL connection.
Yes, yes. And this is apparently not quite a remake. It's a reimagining of the 1989 film The War of the Roses that starred Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I still kind
Yeah.
of remember it. And then after watching this movie, I was like, oh, this has absolutely nothing to do with War of the Roses. It's like it
No,
stands on its own kind of
and
thing.
I didn't even realize that War of the Roses was not an original story for film. It's based on a novel of the same name called War of the Roses about a divorcing couple. So I didn't rewatch the original. I don't think I've seen the original since it was in theaters back in the 80s.
Mm.
I remember liking it okay. I remember like bits and pieces of it. You saw it back in the day, right?
Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen it, but I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing. I remember enjoying it. I remember the way it ended was kind of like, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
it ended on kind of a big
Yeah,
crescendo.
yeah. I mean, it is a black comedy and it ends in a dark, dark way.
Yeah, but this movie definitely isn't as dark as the original War of the Roses, for
No,
sure.
it's interesting. I saw it. Okay, first off, I went to the theater to go see
Theater,
this. The
thank you.
theater. Um, I went in there. I'm seeing like a 6:10 showing on a Friday night. I go into the theater, and this is like a big multiplex thing in a shopping mall, so you'd expect like good attendance. I walk in, there are like two other people in the back, and I think like maybe three or four more came in. So if there were like 8 of us in the theater total, I would be amazed. So I don't
Nice.
think it's doing that great.
Yeah, like I think. Well, it came out on Labor Day weekend, but I think it
On the
got
29th of August, yeah.
29th. I think it got beat out by a few movies. I think like Weapons might
Hmm.
have beat it out, and also, I think from what I remember, they re-released Jaws, like the 50th anniversary of Jaws, and I
Yeah.
think that beat this movie out too.
Well, yeah.
It's Jaws.
It's freaking Jaws. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I went to go see Jaws at the drive-in, and yeah, that was great. That was a good time.
yeah, but I also think that's also because I don't know, like comedies seem to be having a tough time in the theaters as of late because like a lot of people just I don't know, like I do think like a lot of people nowadays are just like either they don't know when a movie is playing in the theaters as
Yeah.
opposed to streaming, or I think we've just been conditioned now to just wait until it goes on streaming, not even bother to go into the theaters anymore, and it's a
Yeah,
bummer. It's
yeah.
a it's a bummer.
I think people when they go to the theater nowadays, it's usually to see some big blockbuster
Yeah.
that's like where there's a big spectacle to it. And the main things I see at the theater these days, yeah, the big blockbuster spectacle things, a lot of, you know, comic book or superhero movies. A lot of times I'm also like, oh, I have to see this as soon as possible so I don't get spoiled for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a factor.
I mean, I've also
But
noticed that a lot of like horror movies still do really well in the theaters,
yeah,
Sinners and Weapons. The
I
last,
think that's because it's a communal experience too. Yeah,
yeah,
I think, you know, the experience is enhanced when you're seeing it and like it's a bunch of people reacting at once. And for a horror film where everybody's like, oh, you'd think comedies would be like that too, but maybe not so much. I guess people just like watching comedies in the comfort of their home.
yeah. I mean, the Naked Gun movie, I think it did okay, but it didn't
Mm-hmm.
like blow any, didn't blow the roof off the joint. But yeah, it's like
Yeah,
comedies are still, yeah, they're not hitting that heyday like in the that they used to. I guess that the last gasp of it was like Bridesmaids and the Judd Apatow years.
yeah.
But like that doesn't seem to be quite happening as much anymore,
I
unfortunately.
mean, I posted last night on my Facebook page that I was seeing this movie and did a little check in. And one of my Facebook friends said, it's theatrical. I thought it was streaming only. So that's a problem if people don't know that it's in theaters
Yeah,
and it's been out for a week.
and that's still shocking because I saw that post you're talking about, and you put
Yeah.
a poster, you put up a picture of the movie poster, and at the bottom of the poster it says only in theaters starting August 29th. And like,
He may have placed that comment before I added the poster to the post.
ah, damn it! All right,
Because
so
like it's like I added the poster after I got home from the theater
oh, okay,
because like adding that stuff on your phone, I never know if I'm getting like a crappy low resolution, so I usually like just wait and do it when I'm at home on my laptop.
okay, all right. Well, then
So
it's
maybe
a
he didn't see it.
okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't respond then because I would have looked like a big jerk.
Yeah, so you know, yeah. So thank you for not responding to my Facebook
Phew.
friend saying, "Hey, you dipshit! It says in theaters only."
Hey, doofy! It says right there, only in theaters. What an idiot! You're an idiot.
That's another thing about Facebook, and we'll get to the movie. Promise, I promise. Um, but I hate it when like two of my Facebook friends who don't know each other in real life, they start arguing in my comments, and now I have to be like the referee.
Yeah,
And it's like, do I have to pick sides, or do I just have to go? Both of you just shut the fuck up.
yeah. I think because with social media, like people just kind of respond with their initial feelings,
Yeah,
just right off the rip. They don't even bother to think about it for a minute. Like I guess I've been kind of almost fallen into that trap, but then I always wait a beat and then be like, all right, is it?
yeah.
Let me wait a minute and see if I still feel this angry in a few minutes to like rage tweet or
And that's an
comment or whatever.
excellent rule of thumb. Like I heard it. I can't remember who exactly said this, but one of my Facebook friends said like before you post, you say like, "Does this need to be said? Does this need to be said right by me? Does this need to be said right now?"
Yeah, it's guy
And
words to live
yeah,
by.
yeah, and I think that's a great guide because yeah, you can. It's so easy to comment or post in anger,
Yeah,
and but it's so healthy to just not let that anger overcome you. And like I'm weak. Everybody succumbs to anger once in a while, and this kind of plays into the movie, I suppose,
yeah,
because it is about a very bitter divorced couple.
yeah. So The Roses, directed by Jay Roach of
Yeah,
Austin Powers and Meet the Parents fame,
right.
written by Tony McNamara, who also wrote the movie Poor Things with Emma Stone.
I still
Uh,
haven't seen that. I need to see that.
yeah, me neither. Cruella with Emma Stone,
Hmm.
and The Favorite with Olivia Colman and Emma Stone.
And Emma Stone. Okay, okay. Yeah, we've actually talked about another one of Jay Roach's movies on the podcast. We've covered all three of the Austin Powers movies,
Yes.
but we talked about Bombshell maybe
Yeah.
about a year ago, and
Yes.
yeah, that's
Which
that
which has Kate McKinnon in it.
Kate McKinnon as well. Yes. So yeah, we've covered a fair amount of his filmography. We'll probably get to Meet the Parents eventually and Meet the Fockers, and I think there's another one in that series coming up.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, they're doing something or other.
yeah, the Skylar Gisondo, who played Jimmy Olsen in the Superman movie, he's going to be in that, and I think playing maybe one of Ben Stiller's kids or something like that.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, it's like the first Meet the Parents was in 2000, so
Wow.
he could have like a 20-ish-year-old kid.
Gee.
Wild, right?
Oh, I don't like to think about that.
I know. Anyway,
Oh,
so the roses we got Benedict Cumberbatch, we got Olivia Colman, two amazing actors, and I I had doubts. I didn't know how good this movie was going to be when I walked into the theater. Like I saw one of my Facebook friends gave it a pretty critical review, and I was like,
right.
oh gee, maybe this movie's not so great. I see the attendance in the theater, and I'm like, oh, maybe this movie's not so great. And I think it starts out really strong.
Yeah, it starts off with the both of them at the therapist session, and the therapist
Mhm.
has them write down all the things they like about each other.
Right. Like the
Uh,
top 10 things you still love about each other.
yes, and
And it quickly just devolves into insults.
yeah, I think Theo writes down that I'd rather live with my wife than with a wolf.
Yes.
And Ivy, the wife, played by Olivia
Yeah.
Colman, says, "I like that he has arms."
Yes. Yeah. So I was like, I really like this opening scene. And I was like, oh, maybe this is going to like exceed my expectations. This is really funny. And they also kind of like explained like, look, we're British. We're like insults is how we show love.
Indeed.
And like I think their dialogue in this both rang very true for British people because there are subtle differences between how Brits talk versus how Americans talk. And this didn't feel like a movie that was scripted by an American with like stereotypical British dialogue. I think both Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman were like vetting the dialogue and be like, no, a Brit wouldn't say it like that. They'd say it like this.
Yeah, this movie does have a lot of British humor and British tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Part I remember, I think like maybe a little halfway through the movie, I was like, oh, I kind of wish I saw this movie with subtitles because sometimes it like I am one of those people like where sometimes
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to understand a British accent, so I'll watch stuff like Sherlock with the subtitles on or something like that.
Yes, yeah, I'm pretty good about understanding Cumberbatch's accent because I was a big fan of Sherlock.
Mm.
A few times I was like, I wish I could have subtitles for Olivia Colman. So if I was watching this at home, I 100% would have subtitles on just so I could catch everything. And we also have the I think he's still the current Doctor Who, Nikuti Gatwa.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope I hope I'm saying that right, but he's playing an American.
he is playing an American. He's
Yeah,
one of Ivy's employees at the restaurant.
yeah,
Uh,
because Benedict Cumberbatch is an architect. Olivia Colman is a chef. He's like this very successful architect, but he's going. We have a flashback to like 10 years before when they first meet,
mhm.
and he's excusing himself from this frustrating meeting at his architectural firm, and he like hides out in the kitchen of whatever this venue is, and a young Olivia Colman is there,
Mm.
and she's like cooking up a dish, and she gives Cumberbatch a bite of what he has, and she's like, "Oh yeah, here's how I do it, but my boss doesn't understand me," and
Right. And then there's instant chemistry between the two of them
mhm,
immediately. And then
yeah,
Olivia talks about, or Ivy, her character name is Ivy. Ivy talks about,
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna move to America, start my own business.
yeah,
And then Theo, Benedict Cumberbatch, is like, well, maybe I'll come with you. Maybe we'll go
yes,
together. And
yeah,
they immediately fall in love and hook up in the freezer.
yes, which seems horribly unsanitary.
It does,
Um,
doesn't it?
I mean, I know that stuff happens. I've seen Kitchen Confidential.
Oh,
Yeah, that's I don't want to think about it, but yes, I'm
yeah.
apparently yeah.
People
So
people bone in the kitchen.
yeah, so they're
Just
having like this mad passionate affair. They end up getting married, and I think they were using like some subtle CGI to like sort of youthing them both up a bit because like Olivia Colman in that flashback, she looked very much younger, but not in an uncanny valley sort of way.
yeah, like I'm sure there was definitely. I mean, I don't know if it was maybe just makeup or like
Yeah,
AI CGI, but yeah, there was definitely something done to youthen her up a bit.
Yeah, I think just like a little softening, a little tightening
Little
just
bit.
but not so much that it's like, oh my god, who
Yeah.
like cut off Olivia Colman's face and put it on her Hannibal Lecter style.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's very well done. It's subtly
Yes.
done.
It's not a skin mask. It's very,
Exactly.
very
Exactly.
tastefully done.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah. So 10 years later, 10
mhm,
years go by. The two of them are in Mendocino, California. They have twin children, Hattie
right.
and Roy. And they're very happy, and we see their different parenting skills because Ivy likes to spoil the kids with like cakes and stuff, and
Yeah.
Theo is a bit more of a health nut. He likes to go running and jogging, so he's not
Yes.
totally crazy with that style. And we also see that Ivy bakes something with the raspberry in it, and she can't help herself. She has some, and then she knows that like she's definitely allergic to raspberries, and Theo knows that as
Right.
well. So then she has the raspberry, but Theo's there on hand to give her the her injection to make
Her
sure
EpiPen,
her
yeah, he pulls
EpiPen.
out the EpiPen and gives her an injection.
Yeah,
This is something I didn't quite get because I'm like, okay, if you are allergic to a food, why are you keeping that food within a million miles of your kitchen?
I hmm I
At one point in the movie, they open the refrigerator. There is a literal bowl of raspberries just sitting there.
maybe because her kids really really like it, or mm,
I don't know, but
yeah.
look, everyone I know with food allergies of just avoid that food, and they certainly don't buy that food and keep that in their refrigerator.
Yeah,
That was
maybe
wild to me.
maybe she plays it fast and loose. She likes to live dangerously.
Yeah,
Ugh.
so it's just like she loves the taste of raspberries that much that she will do that, and then she'll take the injection. That was a little weird to me, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They did that just to show what's going to happen later on. Like even I knew it's like, all right, that's going to come into
Yeah,
play later.
we're setting up for her to have this severe allergic reaction later on.
Right, and yes, and they're very happy together, and Ivy is like still trying to find her place, and then Theo
Yeah,
decides to buy her a restaurant with the money he has, and
right.
so she opens this seafood restaurant called We Got Crabs.
We got crabs. Cute name. Cute
Cute name.
name. Yeah.
Uh,
And it's just sort of like almost a hobby for her because she's like, oh, well, I'll just do this like a couple nights a week because she's largely a stay at home mom and she's sort of given up her culinary dreams to raise their family. And
yes.
he's like this super successful architect who's got like, big projects and stuff like that. Movie architects are just like always freaking loaded.
Yeah, architect is being an architect that lucrative?
I don't think it's as lucrative as the movies make it seem, but Hollywood movies seem to be very out of touch with how much money real people with real jobs make.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, you don't see a lot of them living in a lot of apartments unless they're in New York or something.
Mm-hmm. And
Uh,
even then, it's like bigger than what they could afford in life.
yeah,
And
it's like the apartment in Friends.
yeah, yeah,
that,
or
that that monstrosity.
yeah, or I mean, and they give it lip service of like, oh, it's rent controlled. I inherited it from my grandmother or something. It's like, okay, yeah, well,
Okay.
still. But
Okay.
you need bigger than normal apartments to have room for the actors to walk around and all that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
suspend my disbelief. But and like later in the movie, Benedict Cumberbatch is like, "Oh, I'm going to build our dream house. I'm going to design and build our dream house." And it's like, you already live in a freaking dream house.
Yeah, like this house, the house they're in, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
I don't really know much about pricing houses, but that's like several $100,000 if
yeah,
like maybe $1 million
and
house.
yeah, in Mendocino, California, that's gotta be a
Yeah.
pretty penny.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we see they're open the restaurant. At first, the restaurant isn't doing too well. They only get like maybe
No.
2 or 3 people in it. She
Yeah.
hires, her sous chefs, Sunita Mani, and
Uh-huh.
like you said, Nkuti Gatwa.
Yeah.
But yeah, business is
She
slow.
hires Doctor Who because
Hires that to,
it's like I'm gonna get a Time Lord in here that'll help us like fill orders really quickly.
exactly.
Yeah.
You mess
He
with
just
time.
hops in the TARDIS and then travels back and then he gives it to the people before they've ordered it.
Yeah, I mean, you laugh, but hey, they get a lot of repeat business.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then this is where are introduced to their little friend group. This is where we see Kate McKinnon and Andy Samberg, who play Amy and Barry. They meet at
Yeah.
a gun range, shooting off guns. Amy is being wildly inappropriate with Theo. Just
Kate McKinnon really loves playing like horned up characters.
That's her MO.
Like almost every movie she does in particular, she's just like, hey, when are we going to get it on?
Yeah.
Hey,
I watched.
come on.
Yeah, there was.
Don't you want to get up in this? And she just brings us this
Yeah.
horned up energy a lot.
You want a piece of this?
Yeah. And I was a little confused by Kate McKinnon's character because, like, over the course of the movie, I'm like, is she supposed to be bi or what? I don't know. Yeah. So
Yeah, I think I remember. I saw some interview with Kate where the interviewer asked her about this, and she was basically saying that in this movie, I'm sort of going the same route my fellow blonde lesbian did, Jane Lynch did in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
okay.
The same thing where a gay woman makes a straight man wildly uncomfortable with sexual advances.
But she also at one point in the movie is getting a little flirty with Ivy, with Olivia Colman's character. So that's when I was just kind of like, is she supposed to be bi? I'm a little confused now.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. She's supposed to play like a wacky character that's just supposed to do weird, unsettling things for comedy's sake. But yeah, as far as like the story goes, it does kind of doesn't really fit that well.
Yeah,
but it's funny to see her making everybody uncomfortable. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's funny, and like Samberg and McKinnon also seem to have a somewhat troubled marriage. So yeah,
it's definitely but that's kind of played for laughs too, where they're just like, oh yeah, we're together. It's great.
Yeah.
But they will also learn that that Theo is doing this big project for a maritime museum.
He's got this huge design. He's got like a sail on top of the building. It's sort of shaped like a ship. It's got that sweeping prow and all that.
It's got a sail. It's got a harbor stern and a bow. And boat
got
things.
A port and a starboard, and it's got a lot of ship stuff. Is what I'm saying.
It's got a poop deck.
It's very very shippy.
Yeah.
And the night this is sort of debuting, there's this big thunderstorm, and it starts to wreck his ship's shit. The sail on the top of the building is catching the wind, and Cumberbatch is like, it'll hold.
It's not going to fold.
Yeah, and it just collapses, and Samberg, Barry, his friend who's a lawyer, he's like, hey, people, stop recording this on your phone. This is he can see this is heading in a bad direction.
Yeah.
And yes, it collapses. The roof collapses in on the place, destroys the Maritime Museum. And he's caught on camera. So his career as an architect is basically ruined overnight. This exact same night, Olivia Colman, very slow restaurant business at We've Got Crabs. She is literally just sitting up front smoking a J.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to do. Yeah.
As you do.
And then Doctor Who comes running in and just says, hey, because of this storm, people are being diverted from the expressways, the highways, and people are going to come in and eat at this restaurant, including this big time restaurant critic. Yeah. And Olivia Colman's like, oh no, I can't do this. I'm too high. But she serves up some of her food. The critic loves it. The critic gives her a great review the next day. So Ivy's name is made overnight as a restaurateur. So.
Yeah. I think there was that one line where she saw all the people coming in and she was like, what do they want?
Yeah.
Like they want food.
Yeah.
So so this one storm changed both of their lives, Theo and Ivy. So now,
So now, he was up, she was down. Now she's up, he's down. He's sitting forlornly in front of his computer the next day. He's watching video remixes of him panicking about his big project, his big museum project collapsing. And it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah. So now Ivy becomes the breadwinner. Like now
Right.
that her restaurant has become this big success, and she's getting more people and like fulfilling more, making more foods and
Right.
whatnot. And at the same time, Theo decides to become, the stay-at-home parent because he has a hard
Right.
time getting a job. I believe he gets fired by his agency, so he's like really
Yeah.
in
He's
the.
literally like driving his kids, and his boss calls him up to fire him, and he's
Oh,
like, "Oh no, yeah." The
yeah.
kids are like 10 at this point,
Yeah, and he
and
put him on speakerphone, and
yeah,
like and I think the boss was like, "Yeah, are we on speakerphone? Is that your kid I hear? Why'd you put me
yeah,
on
yeah.
speakerphone?"
And yeah, Cumberbatch is like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
Yeah.
It's like the Cumberbatch, like, oh, Tom Holland's about to give an MCU spoiler. Bah, 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 bah. Can't talk about this now. Can't talk about this now. Um,
But yeah, so now with the change in dynamics,
yeah,
with Ivy being the breadwinner and Theo becoming the stay-at-home parent, he now kind of takes advantage of it by putting the kids on a strict diet and
right,
makes them go jogging with him all the time. He doesn't fill them with
right,
sugar like
right.
Ivy used to, and as a
Yeah,
result,
it just kind of spoiled the kids, especially nutritionally.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
just cakes and pies, 24/7.
cakes
Which
and pies, Fruit Loops with like tons of sugar on it,
yeah, which I mean,
and
it's
Cumberbatch is like, no,
mm,
we're gonna get an MCU shake. Come on,
yeah, yeah, exactly. We're gonna train these kids like they're gonna be in the Eternals.
right. So then we like flash forward another 3 years, I think it is. The kids are 13 now, and the kids, like, Ivy's discovered that, yeah, the kids have kind of grown distance from her. They've really bonded with their dad over the last few years, and they've really gotten into exercise.
Yeah,
Um,
like so much so that they've got accepted to a school in Miami on a sports scholarship.
yes, yes. And at one point, like, Ivy's like sort of, she's trying to like rebuild the bond that she had with the kids, and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to go join you jogging," and they're like, "Hey, we're doing this like hardcore." Uh, thing. You can't do that. And the daughter literally says to the mom, "Oh, I had my first period the other day, and I called dad, and he helped me out with it."
Ah, yeah, that
And Ivy's like just devastated. Okay, for this is a scene that took me out of the movie a little bit because I was like, "Wait, why are you having this discussion in front of your twin brother? What sister wants her brother to know when she got her first period?" I was like, "What? That's
that yeah that
wild." Especially since the very next scene is a one-on-one scene with the daughter and the mother. So I'm like, this is where she should have talked about having her first period. That's like a private mother-daughter thing. You don't have this discussion in front of your brother.
You know what? Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, like I knew there was something about that scene where I felt like it was off, and I think that's it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't. I mean, look, I ain't no 13-year-old girl. Never
yeah,
was, never claimed to be. But yeah, that
right.
something like getting your first period. That seems like something you wouldn't say. You would only say one on one with your mom. You wouldn't say it with an audience of.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, no, no, thank you. I don't.
No,
From both ends, I was just like, that's weird. This family has like no boundaries.
yeah, they're interesting. But yeah, yeah,
It's a great example to show how great the bond between Theo, the father, and the kids has grown while Ivy's is, and her stupendously successful restaurant. She starts expanding to other
yes,
cities and stuff, and it becomes like,
like a chain.
every day of the week. Yeah, it becomes a chain.
It
We
becomes a
we
change, yeah, and
yeah,
but at this point, like Theo and Ivy start to feel like something's changed in their relationship, so they try to do something,
yeah,
take a romantic trip to New York City and do some marriage counseling, but it doesn't
right,
quite succeed the way they wanted to because like she has to go out to some meetings for her restaurant. She tells Theo to come with her, but he doesn't
yeah,
want to, and like he's also learning that he's also having a harder time finding another gig, and like
yeah.
so like both of them, like the resentment is starting to build, and they both start to
And
blame each other. No, like,
this
they're not
movie
talking.
it
They're
is
not.
such a slow burn. There's so much build up because like you're seeing this movie, you want to see the fun stuff of them like going to war with each other in a fun way. And I feel like the original got to that pretty quickly.
Mm,
This movie, it's like a slow burn. It's like a lot of build up.
Yeah, I think that's a British thing, honestly. Like I think with the Americans,
Yeah.
if it was written by like an American and had more American sensibility, to be like, let's just get to the thing, get to the explosions and boom. But like
Yeah.
with this Brits, like no, let's let it sit a little bit.
There's also like a lot of apologizing.
Yeah,
Like even when their marriage is starting to fall apart, there's a lot of like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, I'm sorry, I
yeah.
shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe it's that British politeness,
Terribly
you
sorry.
know. But like honestly, I think it's like a good hour into this movie before they are really literally at war with each other.
So the New York City didn't work. The New York City trip didn't work. So to I guess save the marriage, Ivy, takes Theo to this plot of land, and
Right.
she's going to give him the money to build this dream house. So it's like
Yeah.
we'll do this here, and so hopefully this will be the thing that kind of brings them together.
So
But
he's going to design and build this dream house, the architectural thing. This is what he's going to put all his energy into, and it's months, if not years, of him building this place. And it is an amazing looking house when it is finally done.
yeah,
And
it's gorgeous.
we also get hints. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it has like a smart home system,
Yes.
which will come into play later.
Which he calls Hal, and I'm like, oh, it's nice that Hal 9000 is getting work since 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm very happy for Hal that it just shows that anybody can come back from a career setback. Hal
Yeah,
9000 killed a couple astronauts,
you know,
and you thought that would be the end of him,
no,
but
no,
no, he comes back and he is like running Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman's house. So
yeah,
anybody can come back from anything.
that's right. The woke left tried to cancel Hal just
Right.
because some astronauts died or whatever, and
Look, Hal did nothing wrong. He could do the job better than Bowman and Poole.
that's
Okay?
right.
Okay?
Yeah, I don't quite understand that reference, but I agree with you.
Right. You've seen 2001, though, right?
It has been forever since I've seen that movie. I don't even know if I
Yeah.
understood it. I was.
Nobody understands it. It's, no.
Okay, so it's not just me. All right, it's not just me.
No, it's not just. Well, it's like the ape kills another ape with a bone. Then he tosses the bone up into the air, and then we got a smash cut to a satellite. So it's like as soon as man discovers tools, he uses those for violence, and then we're in the year 2001, and like the U.S. and Russia are having this pissing contest, and so nothing's really changed. Just the technology has changed.
Yep.
Yeah.
The more things
And
change, the more they stay
But
the same.
honestly, whenever I watch 2001 these days, I usually skip over the beginning and I skip over the end. And I just watch the stuff in the middle going up against Hal.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, anyway, I love Dr. Strangelove, though.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's my favorite Kubrick film.
God. All right.
And The Shining's pretty good.
Favorite Kubrick film, Shining. I remember watching A Clockwork Orange in high school for like a class. That really fucked me up. I mean,
Yeah, Clockwork Orange. I've only seen that like I watched that when I was in art school. A friend of mine was showing it to me, but he was like fast forwarding through all the parts he found boring personally. So not the best way to see that film for the first time.
Right. Yeah, that's.
And that's a disturbing watch too.
Oh, so disturbing. I
Yeah.
literally like a teacher showed it to a high school teacher showed it to the class, like in school, and because like it was part of the class, and like it was.
That's wow.
Yeah. No, he was a bit of a nut. That guy. Shout out to Mr. Reinstein. But yeah, he was a bit of
how quickly was he fired after that?
I think he still worked there after that. But yeah, like I think he showed us what was it? He showed us that. He showed us Citizen Kane because he just said it was a really good movie.
Yeah,
and
Citizen Kane's great.
I think we saw like I want to say like maybe Zebrahead or no
Eraserhead?
no not Eraserhead fucking
Zebrahead. What is
yeah.
Zebrahead?
No, it was like that's like a movie with like Michael Rappaport and something. We saw like another teen movie or a movie about teenagers.
He showed you not another teen movie. And it was
No.
like, see how this girl is walking around naked for this whole movie.
No.
And it was like, really? How do you have a job, Mr. Reinstein?
Like really, I should tell the principal, but I won't.
I'm 16. I'm almost certain I should not be watching this at school.
No, A Bronx Tale. He showed us A Bronx Tale in the theater.
Oh,
because it was like teenager shit.
Right,
But
right.
yeah. But yeah, But yeah,
You know that girl's one of the good ones because she reaches over and gets the unlocks the door. Yeah,
yeah. Oh boy, yeah, but yeah, Clockwork Orange. Wow, not for teenage eyes.
yeah, yeah.
Holy moly.
Could have been worse. Could have been Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oof. Yeah, that would
Well,
have gotten some.
probably Clockwork Orange is worse than Eyes Wide Shut.
It. I mean, dude, there's a rape in it. Oh,
Yeah, it's more
I,
rapey.
Chihuahua.
Yeah,
But the roses.
the roses.
Uh,
Yeah. So marriage is gradually falling apart. They're getting very snippy with each other. It's the passive aggressive and
yeah.
the
We see them having the big dinner where they invite their friends over and like
yeah.
first.
And this is sort of like the grand unveiling of the house. And Cumberbatch has gotten very self indulgent and expensive in making this house. He's bought this antique table that has like this
This,
dagger in it.
yeah.
He's put uh, it wasn't Spanish moss; it was like Irish moss on the roof
Yeah.
of the house. It looks gorgeous, but Olivia Colman's like, "Do you really need to buy the Irish moss?" And he's like, "Well, yes, the color is so spectacular. It's so
Right.
much better than this stupid American moss."
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but also, I mean, Ivy also has a little indulgences too because she had Julia Child's original stove brought
Right,
into their house and put into their kitchen.
right.
Put a pin in that because that will come into play.
Yeah, that becomes important later.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah.
yeah,
So while the dinner happens, like the friends are slowly aware that there's something going on between these two. The frustrations are bubbling over. And like they do what most friends do when two of their friends are arguing and it's very obvious. They always try to they play it off to like, oh ha ha ha, this is
oh, you two have such a fun banter.
yes,
Yeah,
that English wit. I
yeah,
never
yeah,
tire of it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, and they're just getting more and more insulting. And yes, it's
Yeah, and like I think at one point, Ivy throws hands full of cakes at everybody and at Theo out of
yeah.
frustration.
She makes this extensive cake that is a small replica of the house that was just built. And everybody comes out and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so amazing!" And then she like dumps her hands in it and grabs hunks of it and throws it at Theo. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. So the next day, you can tell they're on the verge of wanting to talk and work out their feelings, but they don't. And Theo goes
yeah,
out for a jog, and while he goes out for a jog on the beach, he sees a beached whale on it on
a
the.
beach whale, so random.
Yes, I guess it happens now. I mean, with the climate change, I think I guess it's more.
Yeah,
Uh,
like a
but
beach or the whale just sort of swims ashore, or I guess it doesn't really realize it's swimming ashore, and then there's not enough water to support it, and it sort of sustains it. And he's like, "Oh my god, this whale!" And it's a small whale. It's not like this huge
yeah,
humpback whale.
yeah, it's not Monstro.
It's like a fun size whale.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a whale you could put in your pocket.
right, right, and we see in flashback later what he does. He flags down some cars because I guess he doesn't have his cell with him. He can't call animal control.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
he flags down some cars and we see him and like half a dozen people and they push the whale out to sea again. And it's this amazing like profound experience for him. And because the whale's just like, oh, I'm free and blah, blah, blah. And he's just like watching the whale go out to sea. And then when he comes back home, he's like, yeah, my dog was fine. He doesn't tell her about it.
Yeah, like Ivy has to find out from a friend, and
Right.
then like Ivy's like, "Why didn't you tell me you saved the beach whale? What the hell?
Yeah.
That's amazing." And he's like, I didn't want you to." She's like, "If I told you, you would have made jokes about it. I kind of didn't want you to ruin it."
You would ruin the moment.
Jesus,
And he was like, and it made me realize that I don't want to spend any more of my life with you.
damn.
So he's like, yeah, I want to get a divorce. And she's like, no, we can't do this. Why doesn't she want a divorce? I'm blanking on that right now.
I don't. I guess because I mean, with a lot of people, when you get a divorce, it's kind of admitting that you're
It's
married.
admitting defeat. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people just do not want to do that. They want to believe
Hmm.
that the love that they had in the beginning is still there. Everybody wants to believe in, happily ever after and love everlasting.
Yeah.
and like you don't want
But
to.
here it all feels like she doesn't want to get a divorce to spite him. You know?
That's yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In this version, I think it is just to spite him because
Yeah.
she felt like, well, I'm kind of I supported you, when you lost your job, and I'm making all the money
Right.
here, and I got you this house that you
Yeah.
built. So
And you can't stand that I'm the one who's doing well and you're not.
yeah, because
And
because you have an ego and
right.
you're fucking delicate and shit. So
Yeah.
fuck that noise.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's when we get into the divorce.
Also, you're always going off and solving cases with John Watson. I don't like that. I don't like that. You need to make more time for me here in the marriage.
Yes, you, Mycroft,
Yeah.
Mr. Watson, you're all
You're,
gallivanting around, solving crimes.
you're always fighting Professor Moriarty, and I am sick of it. I
Yes,
turn my back for 1 minute. You're going over the Reichenbach Falls.
yes. Who is the woman?
Yeah.
I want her name.
Her name is John Watson.
Oh,
Okay. Well, actually, that tracks. Okay.
Oh my. Uh,
Anyway, so now we're at least an hour into this thing. I didn't check the time, but it's like at least an hour setup before we really get into the divorce, the War of the Roses that we kind of plunked down our ticket money for.
yeah, exactly. This is where they go to the divorce proceedings. We see Ivy has hired Allison Janney as her divorce attorney, and Theo has Barry, Andy Samberg,
who's like, I'm a real estate lawyer, but divorce is mostly about real estate, right? It's like, yeah, okay, that's how that works.
Yeah,
and it's like,
you can just
look. I've known some friends who've been lawyers who broke up, and like lawyers know lots of other lawyers. A real estate lawyer, I guarantee you, knows a few divorce attorneys.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think you only have to be dependent upon Andy Samberg. If I was like, I'm not married, but if I was married and I was like getting divorced, that didn't last long.
Ooh.
I could call up a lawyer friend of mine and be like, hey, can you recommend a good divorce attorney? And they'd be like, yeah, John, here's the number of a good divorce attorney. They'll set you up. Let them know you're a friend of mine. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's doing a pro bono because Theo doesn't have any money, I guess.
Maybe that's it. I think that's a great explanation. I would like it even more if it would actually been in the film.
There it is.
maybe it's just like, yeah, maybe I guess it's just supposed to be the implication.
Yeah,
he can't afford anybody else on his own.
Yeah,
that's a great explanation. I didn't think of.
There it is. Haha, I did it.
Okay. All right, I'm adding that to my Rose's headcanon.
But yeah, so Theo just wants the house because he built it. And,
right.
And because that's all he wants, Ivy will not give it to him.
Right. And also she's like, you built this house with my money.
Yeah.
So it is technically my house. So I should get the house.
Yeah.
It is the fruits of my labor. Because I'm the one who made this restaurant a success.
The knives are out.
Nobody else. Not Doctor Who.
That's right. So. Him and his TARDIS. None of them did it.
It's me and my genius cooking.
Yes, absolutely.
My genius cooking and my raspberry allergy. I can't get over the raspberry allergy thing. Why would you have a bowl of raspberries in your refrigerator when you're allergic to raspberries?
Because so we can do the setup that's about to come in a few minutes. And we also see that Theo and Ivy have to tell their kids that they're getting divorced. Which on the call to their kids, the kids are thrilled. They're very happy.
They're cool with it. They're like, yeah. Well, I mean, thank God you're finally doing it after 10 years of your marriage slowly falling apart.
It's like, Jesus.
They're almost blasé about it.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, thanks guys, bye. We got to go on a jog now.
Bye.
Wild.
Very wild. Oh boy.
Yeah. And that's the last we see of the kids.
Yeah, we don't see the kids ever again.
Yeah. It seems like they write the kids out as soon as the kids become inconvenient to the plot. And I'm just like,
yeah,
maybe they shouldn't have just had kids. Maybe it would have been more fun just to see them going at it without kids. Because the kids seem to kind of complicate the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they added the kids because it could be another thing that because like the kids
they never discuss custody. The kids are like 13, and there is like no discussion of custody. Like, who are the kids going to live with? Are we doing joint custody? Are they that could have been another thing for them to fight about, but they just kind of drop it. Like they're just away at school, and that's it.
That's a very good point. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that didn't even occur to me until you just mentioned it.
I know that's how incidental the kids are to this
Yeah,
movie.
I mean, I guess the kids play a part because like that becomes a thing that Ivy
Hmm.
becomes jealous of when the kids get closer to Theo. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
something that also feeds into their their separation and the crumbling of the marriage. But yeah, like
yeah,
after this point, they don't become a thing at all. Uh,
yeah. But I feel like that could have been something. They could have made a little more of that.
right.
Like if the kids were 18, then yeah, you don't really have to argue about custody because they're legal adults by that point.
Yeah,
But
fair enough. But yeah, 13, they still need a guardian or something.
hmm,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, again, I'm no lawyer.
I mean, neither one seems to care about the kids too much.
Nope. I'll be
uh,
all right.
yeah,
But yeah, so they're at this impasse where Theo wants the house. Ivy's not going to give him the house, so they decide to make each other's lives unbearable until
right.
one
And
of
they're
them.
both still in the house. Neither one of them. They both refuse to leave.
Right,
And
exactly.
we've got all this high tech stuff, and Cumberbatch is doing stuff like, HAL 9000 lock Ivy into her bedroom and play this annoying song at top volume for 5 hours,
Yeah, and
and override her voice control.
yeah, Theo burns all of her old cookbooks, her vintage cookbooks.
Yeah, yeah,
Theo messes with Ivy's restaurant order at one point.
yeah, yeah. He
Ivy,
does like a gross thing, and
yeah,
he's
oh
having
yeah,
like a big thing, and he also gives some psychedelic mushrooms, and so everybody at her restaurant starts tripping.
yeah, which seems dangerous.
Seems dangerous, probably illegal.
Probably.
Yeah.
But then Ivy makes a deepfake video of Theo admitting that
Oh
he
yes.
destroyed the museum on purpose, and then he
Right.
smokes a big old crack pipe.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, it's not as sweet as this rock, and then he like lifts a crack pipe, and she's like, oh, it's a deep fake, isn't it? If you sign this contract giving me the house, if you don't sign it, I will immediately send it to all your clients. And he doesn't sign it for like 2 seconds, and then she like immediately sends it around to everybody on his email list.
Yeah, it's like it takes more than 2 seconds to sign something, Ivy. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, and at one point, she like after the disastrous dinner, he's trying to get her to sign the divorce papers, giving him the house, and that's when he's like poisoned her with the raspberries, and
What?
he's like, I've got your yeah, I know it came back. Who would have saw that coming? And he's like, I've got your EpiPen. I will give you your EpiPen injection if you sign the divorce papers and give me the house. And she
Yeah.
signs it, and then he gives her the injection, and then she's like, yeah, but what name did I sign? And he looks at it, and she signs Zendaya.
Aha. But yeah, I think it's at
And
that.
then
Yeah.
he's like, I've worked with Zendaya. She's like Mary Jane, and in the second in the was it the second or the third Spider-Man movie,
Yes.
the No Way Home.
Yes. I work with
Yeah,
Zendaya. I know Zendaya. You are no
yeah.
Zendaya.
You Olivia Colman are no Zendaya. Although you are also in the Marvel universe, the
Oh
Marvel
yeah.
Cinematic Universe, because you were in that very not good Secret Invasion series,
So bad.
which is
Oof.
bad for you, but just fun to watch Olivia Colman act.
Yeah, she's
Like,
good. She's good in it. But
look, even though I had my problems with this movie, it's just fun to watch Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman act.
I would agree with that. Yeah, like the movie I thought was okay, but the two of them are really good in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing the hell out of it, and I feel like I got my money's worth just watching them act for an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's just fun, and you get to see lots of fun people pop up, like hey, Allison Janney's in this one scene. She doesn't come back again, but
nope.
she's in the one scene. She kills it in her one scene. Sandberg and McKinnon are amusing. I feel like their characters are kind of vaguely defined, though.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were okay, but yeah, I see what you mean. They
yeah,
didn't leave too much of an impact on the
yeah,
movie. Well, so at this point in the movie, Ivy really starts to, I guess, see Theo for what he is because he's like, "Oh, were you gonna let me die if I didn't sign this
yeah,
paper?" And he's like, "No,
yeah,
I knew you were gonna sign it. That's why, I knew you were gonna sign it. I wasn't gonna let you die." But then Ivy's like, "I don't know. I think you're gonna let me die, you son of a bitch."
yeah, yeah.
And that's when she realizes the gloves are off,
Right.
as it were. So then they chase each other around the house. Ivy gets the gun that they got from the shooting range and tries to shoot him.
It's a
Uh,
long, long time to wait for that payoff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I think at one point, I think at one point in frustration, Theo smashes her stove, the Julia Child stove. With
he does. He takes a. What does he take to it? It's not like a sledgehammer or something, or
no, it's
he
like
takes something and he's like breaking it apart. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So like, and the two of them are like she's like shooting a gun at him. She
right.
destroys the chandelier, and
The
then
chandelier comes crashing down
comes like,
on the dining room table,
oh
and yeah, and the chandelier. I mean, a chandelier figures prominently into the climax of the original movie.
yes, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah. So, like when that chandelier started to come down, I was like, "Oh, are we gonna end this more or less like we did the original?" And no, not quite.
Not quite, because it ends up with
Yeah.
the two of them. I think like what is it? Theo runs into the bathroom, locks himself in. Tells his
Right.
smart home system to lock the door, and
Right.
then the two of them actually they do what they should have done, months ago, and like actually talked this out,
Yeah.
and like then they kind of both admit that they're both at fault, and they both had fears, and they blamed each other and
Hmm.
resented each other for a myriad of things, and then like the two of them actually come to this new understanding
Right.
where they actually admit that they still do love each other after everything, and
Right.
they actually embrace and lay down on the bed. But we see that because of what Theo did to the stove,
The
uh
Julia Child stove,
the
which is like really old. It's this old gas stove.
yeah,
It,
and
so
so
yeah,
a gas leak occurs because of it.
gas leak. We see that sort of haze you see when you're seeing like gas where everything's just sort of shimmying, and we follow the gas leak and it's like kind of going into the bedroom and
Yeah.
you yeah
So then, as the two of them make up and are about to be intimate,
yeah
Theo tells the smart home system to turn on the fire.
turn on the fireplace, yeah,
Screen cuts to white.
screen, yeah, goes to white, and that is it. That's the end of the movie.
That's it. Uh, Interesting way
So
to end it. I will say that.
yeah, that's, I mean, spoiler alert for the original. Yeah, they die in the original too.
Yeah.
It's a cautionary tale, but yeah, they're both like hanging off a gigantic chandelier and it comes crashing down to earth, and yeah, their hate destroys them. Um,
Yeah.
so those kids are orphans.
Yep. I mean, I guess maybe do they have relatives to live with? But then again, those relatives would probably be back in London, so maybe they're gonna
Yeah, I don't
move
know.
to the UK. Or...
Maybe they can move in with Andy Samberg and Kate McKinnon, and I guess they'll inherit a lot of money because Ivy was very well off. But still, like, I
yeah.
mean, they were fine with their parents divorcing. I don't know if they're fine with their parents blowing up in a gas fire.
Yeah. I'm okay with the divorce. I'm not okay with them dying and leaving
Yeah,
me alone at the age of 13.
yeah, yeah. I kind of feel for those kids, you know.
Yeah, but again, the movie doesn't really linger on them right after the call.
No,
So,
no.
but yeah, I mean, this movie, I thought it was okay, but like I think, like we said before, because
Yeah,
Benedict and Olivia have such great chemistry,
they
and
do. They are great together, and I kind of wish this movie could have been better to be at the same level as their performances.
agreed for
And
sure.
and they were both like producers on this movie. I noticed.
Oh,
So
really? Ooh.
yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming they had a big hand in it. And I don't, I can't. I'm kind of curious. I read like a summary of the original novel on Wikipedia
Hmm.
the other night, and like there's some broad plot points, but it is really kind of a reimagining, like they said. So
Right. Yeah, yeah. Like if you
yeah,
haven't seen the original War of the Roses, you don't have to have seen that to watch The Roses, because like
this is true.
the movies are two totally separate things, I would
Yeah,
say.
they're kind of just two treatments of the same idea of a longtime married couple divorcing acrimoniously and then just going to war with each other.
Yeah,
I wish they kept the title "The War of the Roses" because I just think that's a better title.
it is. It is a great. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Roses. That's another thing. The Roses sounds really generic.
it doesn't really tell you anything about the movie
Yeah,
either, unless you know it's a remake of "The War of the Roses."
it doesn't.
So
Yeah, it doesn't really like capture your attention or anything like that. It's just like, oh, the
no, you're
Roses.
just like, oh, the roses. What's that about? Is that like a horticultural movie?
Is that yes, exactly. The War of the Roses. Ooh, that
Yeah, I
sounds
mean, and that's like a bit of a pun, and because the couple is called the Roses, and anyway,
yeah. But overall, I thought the movie was okay. Benedict and Olivia rather. They definitely
Benedict and Cumberbatch are
Ben,
both very good in this movie.
Olivia
Yes,
and Coleman are both very good as well.
yes,
And
Andy and Samberg. I thought he was funny. It's funny to see Andy Samberg kind of grade up because like they're aging the cast up a little bit because it covers such a huge period of time,
yeah.
like uh, 13, 14 years, judging by the ages of the kids.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Um, so
So
yeah, they gray Samberg up a little bit. I
uh,
don't think he's really gray in real life
I
right
don't think
now,
so.
but
I mean, he's an
yeah,
older man and he's got a kid, so that definitely
he's
puts him.
somewhere in his 40s now, I think. So
I believe
yeah,
so. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, I don't think the grays are quite there just yet.
no, 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 no,
But yeah, overall, I thought the movie was enjoyable enough. It was
yeah,
again, Olivia and Benedict definitely do most of the heavy lifting to make this movie better.
yeah. I was just surprised. I wanted to spend more time with them going back and forth because I feel like that's the fun part, and the movie spends just so long on the setup.
Yeah, it
So
does. It does.
it's a very pardon. It's not really. I don't really mean this as a pun, but it's kind of a slow burn, you know,
Mhm.
because
It
it
is.
spends so much time with the setup.
Yeah,
So
I know. I mean, I understand. Like with a slow burn, you have to kind of really lay down the foundation, and just so you get more invested in the characters, and
hmm
and just so it'll lead to the build up, and you'll understand why the big explosion that it leads up to, you know, it didn't come out of nowhere.
yeah,
But
yeah,
at the same time, it didn't quite. I don't know if the payoff was as quite worth.
yeah. And I feel like it starts really strong. I love that scene in the marriage counselor's office
Yes,
where they're both like insulting each other when they're supposed to be making lists about why they love each other, and then the
yes, he did.
marriage counselor says like, "I don't think you two can work out your problems," and they're just like, "Well, you shouldn't be saying that. Shouldn't we
Yeah,
get like a discount or something?"
expecting a hefty discount there.
and they both sort of gang up on the marriage counselor. I thought that's a great scene.
Yeah, and it showed like they have a little. They
So
still have. They still can laugh together at the same things and whatnot. Like there's still
yeah,
some
yeah,
love
and they,
there.
they both have that mean streak in them. So I don't know. I kind of regard this film. It's like it's not entirely successful, but I think it's an interesting failure. You know?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So I gave it like 2.5 stars out of 5. It's like just on the cusp of being a pretty good film, but it's not quite there. You know?
Yeah, you know what? I would agree with that. Yeah, 2.5
Yeah.
out of 5. That sounds about right.
That's what I did on the letterboxed. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool. I get. All right, done.
yeah.
And that's our thoughts on the roses, guys, and that's our
hmm
episode. Thanks again for listening to the podcast as always. We did get, actually, we did get a little bit of a response from the people on the Blue Sky. Our good friend Minette Maradi
Yes.
chiming in on the new cast members that were added to the cast, saying, "Honestly, I commend SNL for striking while the iron is hot on casting someone from Dropout TV, considering it's the Gen Z improv show at the moment, even if it's just a mashup of Whose Line Is It and At Midnight. So at least SNL is trying to be relevant.
I guess I need to check out Dropout TV.
All the
So
kids are talking about it. It,
this is Dropout TV has just kind of passed me by,
yeah,
but
it,
yeah. So
it's the talk of the town.
I am such an out of touch old man now.
I know. Are kids still watching in living color?
what are Key and Peele doing now?
Oh,
I'm hip. I'm with it.
uh, I
Do
still
you think
watch.
people get the Macarena joke in that movie anymore? Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I hate to
That's the
think of.
trouble with topical humor is it just does not age very well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's yeah. But if you listeners, if you're young, you don't know about the Macarena. Ask your parents; they'll tell you.
Yeah. And it was this big stupid trend.
It was
Yeah, Captain Subaru Baja Blast, the falafel lobbyist, at Full Range for Life says They should have gotten more dropout people, I say. To hell with that Kill Tony alum guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
People really seem to be prepared to hate your namesake, Darren.
Yeah, this does not bode well for me. I thought.
Yeah, this is not good news for the Pattersons.
Shit. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the first episode he's on. If I see if I have to denounce him or no, and be like, oh no, I'm not related to him at all. I don't know him.
Right. Yeah.
But if he does really well, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So we'll see what happens. SNL coming back on October 4th, only about a month away as we record this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So that's the episode, guys. Thanks again for listening to the podcast. As always, you can follow us on Blue Sky at SNL Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And you can follow me on all the social medias at Darren Credible. That's DARIN Credible. And you can donate to our Patreon at Non-Productive.com. You can go to our YouTube page, listen to all of our blabberings on the YouTubes.
Yes, you can also follow me if you want to at Trumbull Comic. That's TRUMBULL and the word comic. So I'm on the Blue Sky. I'm on the Letterboxd. I'm on some other places, but those are the main places.
Yeah. So he's everywhere.
I'm really not.
I'm
in a few places.
I'm trying to make you sound cool, man. Come on.
I mean, let's not give the people false advertising here.
No, guys, no. Don Trumbull's a cool dude. He wears a leather jacket, rides a Harley.
I do have a leather jacket, yes.
Whenever he walks into a room, George Thorogood's Bad to the Bone plays. It's awesome.
That is not true, yeah.
He punches the jukebox, it plays. You hear Sha-Na-Na just play. Ball with the ball, ba-dang, ba-dang.
Yeah, the kids love the Sha-Na-Na references. You see, kids, back in the 70s, there was a revival for like 1950s culture, and there was this musical show called Sha-Na-Na, and there was this guy named Bowser who would like make a muscle with his arm, and then get this, he would turn his fist around so it was pointing out instead of towards him. Can you imagine?
My God! Oh,
that was his thing. He did it every week, and we were thoroughly entertained.
He broke all the rules.
I don't get it either.
Oh boy! So what are we doing next week, John?
What are we doing next week? Are we doing Sha-Na-Na?
But yeah, no, we're doing another movie that's in the theaters right now.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes.
Or not now. It's going to come out.
It's about to come out.
Right. Yeah. If you're a comedy nerd like us, you know this movie.
First of all, we're very sorry for you.
Yeah, I apologize to your family.
Yeah.
But this is the sequel to the movie that came out 40 years ago. And if you're a comedy nerd, you know this movie. It's true to your heart. It's near and dear to your heart. So that's right, folks. We're doing Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, 40 years in the making.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And if you're curious, we have covered the original Spinal Tap. We covered that back in episode 197 of the podcast. So go check that out. It is on Non-Productive.com. It is on the YouTube. We can put it up on the Blue Sky page if you want to do that and prime yourself and remind yourself what we thought of that. Spoiler alert, we both love it.
Of course.
So...
it's Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, Harry Shearer, directed by Rob Reiner. It's all the gang's all back, man. They're still rocking.
And we got other celebrity cameos. I mean, Paul McCartney pops up in the trailer. I know Elton John's in there somewhere. I'm sure we're going to be surprised by some more people. Yeah, Questlove.
Yeah, Fran Drescher pops in as their old character, Bobby Fleckman.
Yeah. Okay.
Paul Schaefer. Well, other musicians.
Kick my ass. Will you kick my ass? Will you do me a favor and kick my ass?
We also, who else is in this thing? Trisha Yearwood.
I'm not asking you to kick my ass. I'm telling you to kick my ass.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
It's such a funny movie.
It's a great one. We also get Trisha Yearwood's in this film. Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers.
Okay, don't spoil it for me.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I've said too much.
Lots of famous people.
Yes. famous
Yeah.
people abound. So, Spinal Tap 2, the end continues.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go out to the theater again this week. So
The theater?
The theater, yes.
And
so
I guess that's it, man.
That's it. That one's, I mean, we'll see if that one goes to 11 or if, I think the trailer was really, really funny. And I trust those guys a lot. I think they are going to do something really funny. And I don't think they would return to it after all this time unless they all have faith in the material.
We've seen,
or maybe they're just getting a huge paycheck. I don't know.
I don't think so. With them, I hope not, because we've seen enough comedies come out where it's been like decades since the original, and if you watch them now, you can tell that like the passion isn't really there. It was just like kind of, you can tell when people are just kind of, kind of sponging off of nostalgia for a book. But
comedy sequels are tough, man.
It is, but I trust that they had a strong enough idea and a concept that they were like, oh no, let's do this. Because also because Harry Shearer is a notorious curmudgeon, and I don't think he would come out and do anything that would be like half-assed that he didn't believe in.
That's true. I think he would, if he thought it was substandard, he would be the first to call him out on it.
Yeah. So the fact that
my fingers are crossed. I'm expecting to love this thing. But I'm trying to keep my expectations at a reasonable level.
No,
so.
Fair enough. Hold on to your heart, my friend.
Yeah.
And so that's it.
We'll see. Oh well, that was my birthday episode.
Ooh.
When we did Spinal Tap. I did that for my 50th birthday.
Yay!
Look at that. And we're 3 years later now. We're doing the sequel.
Crazy, man. Life's wild.
Life's wild.
Wow.
Life's wild.
Life moves pretty fast.
If you don't stop and take a look around once in a while, you might just miss it. So anyway, we'll be back next week with Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. Join us then. Let us know what you thought. But until then, Nerd Out!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit Non-Productive.com.